Do you ever end up with like a big stack of boxes that you're wondering what you could do with besides recycling? Well, watch this video as I show you something fun that you can make with boxes with your children. Thank you so much for watching today. I just want to have some fun with you. Hey, if we haven't met, my name is Michaela, and one of the things that I love to do is crafting, but usually from things that we find around the house. I don't know, I just enjoy that challenge of what do we have and what can we make. Now, we love do-it-yourself in our house, and it started way back when we were still in diapers or nappies and wipes. You know, you end up with those boxes, and we had them. It's like, well, what do we do with them? We've made a lot of things, but one of the things that I've really enjoyed making are doll's houses. You see, we've never had a proper doll's house. You know, I'm talking about like the big wooden ones or the big plastic ones that take up like so much space and you're wondering what you're going to do with it. Well, one day we just got our stuff out and we made some doll's houses. And this is what I love about them. They are easy. They are lightweight to be able to move around. And if they get destroyed, because it does happen, you recycle them and you make another one. And so you just have all of that fun just coming up with some new ideas. Here's a couple that we've made. Our latest incarnation of our doll's house. As you can see, I'm not an architect. I just make it up as I go along. So staircases end up in random places. But we do like to add little flourishes like curtains and rugs and maybe now and then a little family portrait. And the girls have been asking me for a castle. They wanted a Peppa Pig castle, so we made one. And here it is. Teal and green, my girls' favorite colors. We let them paint this one. So I actually looked online for some inspiration, like a castle. What do I do? It's just easy. One big box, one small box. Involves some cutting, some gluing. It's a little open, so we've got it. They can climb all the way up to the top of the parapet. And we painted it just for a bit of fun. You know, it doesn't have to be a doll's house, you know, or a castle. It could be a farmhouse, a fire station, an ambulance station. Our doll's houses have been all of those. They've been a Paw Patrol headquarters. They've been a school for bubble guppies. You know, you just never know. I let my girls just use them how they want. They are easy to make. And you don't need much. What you do need, a couple of boxes, 2, 3, whatever you really have. I love all different sizes. And packing tape, one of my favorite things. And it goes nicely with a glue gun. If you don't have one of these, that's totally okay, because the packing tape will work. I just like to make it a little sturdier because my girls can be good at destroying. This is my handicraft knife. It was a steak knife, but it's serrated. Great for cardboard. Of course, your scissors for when you need those. And if you have them around and you don't have to have them, things like fabric scraps, ribbon scraps, those sorts of things, we like to use them. And a marker, if you want to make your stairs, add little things. It's entirely up to you. So why don't we make one? First of all, let's just go and get a couple of boxes. So I have my boxes, I randomly choose. I always like to cut these parts off. You could fold them in, but I have found these are great for making roofs or for making if you want a mezzanine or a second floor, whatever it is you want. It's rough. I'm never like completely straight line. It is what it is. Okay, so I have my base and I'm trying to work out which way I want it to be. I could make it tall and put in a second story, but I think today for balance, we're just going to go down this way. So I've cut that off. I'm ready. I'm keeping these parts. I might need them. I might not. It's okay. And I'm going to make this as my second story. So again, I'm just going to cut these parts off. Okay. I work out where I want it to be. It can be center. It can be off center. I think we'll just go off center today. And we'll just tape it up. Normally I would hot glue gun right here, but because I hadn't plugged in, whoops, it's okay. We will get it. Okay, so here's our basic house. Of course, we need to have some windows. I'm always trying to work out where I best want them, and I just look at the shape of the box. This one, I think we're going to put some windows here on the side. Again, it's rough. If it's up to you, you can measure and cut, but it's fine. I'm going to do another window on the other side. I like to have light in my doll houses. I'll fold that down. It's got a nice little windowsill. And we're going to need to be able to get upstairs, so it's up to you if you want to put in a staircase or make it outside, or if your children really don't care about staircases, it's fine. But I'm going to put a window here at the back. And we might put in a staircase. So we're going to need to have the opening over here. This is why I often like to just sort of put them off to the side. All right, so we have that. So we can put glue under here. We can do what we want. I want to make a roof. I always like having roofs on mine. Well, no, now and then we've made blocks of flats or apartments, so we don't put in roofs. But this is where I get these pieces, and I try to work out what size, what we're going to do. And honestly, I think that's good. So I usually like to just glue it. And be careful, I'm forever burning my fingers with a glue gun. I have to be very careful with my language. So I'm just going to do these on the outside. And then, of course, I just like to tape it just so that we have that extra. However you want to do it, it's totally fine because it's up to you. And usually, like when I'm with the girls, I get them involved. Like, where do you want this? What do you want here? And we just go to town. So, okay, I am going to glue along here. And along here. Oops, I'm getting to the end of this stick. That's okay. If you hear me with my girls, it's forever like, oh, that's okay. So we just try. Yeah, there we go. I want to maybe glue it about here, just press it in. And of course, I like a little stick. Oh, tape. Don't you love crafting in real life? Okay, so we pretty much have our house. Oh, we need stairs. And again, this is where these parts come in handy. They might be a little short, and that's okay. So I'd find another piece and put them in, but just for the sake of argument, I'll show you what I do. I just pretty much cut a strip. I make a lot of faces when I'm doing this. My girls always laugh at me. And you can fold it to make steps, but the ever-handy marker and a straight line seems to do the trick. Because we want our children to use their imaginations, and they can imagine that this is a staircase. So normally I would fold over the top. As you see, it's not really going to work. So I would just stick it up here and then down the bottom. But I'll leave the the staircase out for right now. Well, now it's time for finishing touches. I like to use my fabric scraps to make curtains and rugs, ribbons, just pulling it out. However we feel inspired, using hot glue for that. And then, getting my marker and just drawing pictures, letting your kids do that. You can paint the outside, entirely up to you. Let your kids decorate how they want. We painted our castle blue and teal, and we'll probably add some more. I don't know if we'll paint this one or the other one that I made, but you know what? I don't care if they do draw on it one day because it is so much fun. And I hope that you're going to have some fun too and maybe feel inspired to create your own house. And hey, if you do, I'd love to build a community of parents and caregivers where we can just support each other. And so send me your photos so that we can put them up and say, hey, look at what people are making, and that we can inspire each other. So thank you so much for watching today. And if you do like it, hey, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, give some of your thoughts and ideas. And if you like these videos, subscribe so you can know when the next one comes out. This is my heart, that we build a community, we build each other up, and we can have fun doing things like making houses together. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you soon.